Hello guys, if you're a Jason Becker fan, you may recognize this guitar and you're now thinking, how? Well, stick around and let me tell you all about it. This time I wanted to do something a bit more challenging and special. Those of you who watch the channel may already know that I'm not fascinated by expensive or posh guitars, but rather from obscure curiosities or guitars played by my heroes. Those instruments are in most cases unobtainable for many reasons, but in some cases have been forgotten through time. For me personally, I find joy creating something that kinda looks like a paradox sitting in my studio. Jason's original yo-yo guitar was made by Carvin in the late 80s as a model called DC200. Jason personally picked it up from the factory and used it extensively throughout his Cacophony Go Off album. He toured the US and Japan with it, and he put stickers all over it from everywhere he toured, because as he said, he wasn't a big fan of the purple. It was there in Japan where this iconic video was shot of him playing a guitar like this and a yo-yo with the other. The original guitar was a maple through body with maple sides, 8/8 configuration with stereo output, 24 3/4 scale and 24 frets. So my mission was to make something as close to the original but without breaking the bank. Problem is, Carvin as a company ceased operations in 2017, and because they usually offered highly customizable instruments, it was virtually impossible to find a used DC200 with the exact same specs and color I was interested in. And by the way, I've never played a Carvin before. What about you? Do you believe they are worth the price tag? So in my case, I went for the next best thing, which is a Hurricane. Before joining Carvin, Jason, but also Matty Friedman, were working with a company called Hurricane. Jason recorded the entire Perpetual Burn album with the legendary Blue Hurricane. So I was lucky enough to find one in the market. This is a high quality instrument made in Japan in 1985. This guitar lived for 37 years in Japan with the original owner, and now she's stuck with me. It shares many specs as the original, a rare 24 3/4 scale, 24 frets, color bridge, and has the 3 mini toggle switches for pickup switching, the painted back of the neck, and it's not completely one-to-one to the Carvin counterpart, but for me it's close enough. So there were a few things that needed adjusting. So first and foremost was to change the pickup configuration. This was initially an HSS and I wanted the 2 humbuckers. So I designed and 3D printed this custom single coil hole plug which fit like a glove in the middle and had routing for screws to hold it down. So next was painting. The original had a pinkish magenta metallic coat from what I can tell in pictures. So I did my best matching that color and it was painting time. I took everything apart, masked all the areas that didn't need painting, and throughout the magic of editing, here she is. But believe it or not, that was the easy part. What took 95% of the time on this project was the stickers. There are over 100 stickers on the original in all kinds of shapes and sizes. To make matters worse, some are printed, some are vinyl, some are holographic, some are metallic, you name it. And not only that, most of them are either worn out, ripped or faded. So I went into a sticker frenzy for months, trying to figure out what these were. I looked everywhere in order to get them, getting help from friends in Japan that know the culture, and even consulted with some sticker collectors on Facebook. And I managed to get some from Japan, and they were not cheap. But most of them I recreated myself from scratch, not only to be faithful to the original, but also replicate the worn out and faded look. I put the neck back on the guitar, installed the 2 humbuckers. This is what it originally came with, and the new one for the neck. I cleaned the fretboard, cleaned and polished the neck, sealed the electronics cavity and installed all the electronics and wiring, and now It's finally time to decorate. Major shout out to Jason from the Guitar Wiring Library on Facebook, he's my hero, and to Joanna who helped me with the elephant on the back, but also to Christian for helping me getting this guitar and the lifetime supply of bubble wrap. And here she is, my version of Jason Becker's yo-yo guitar. This thing plays like a dream, although I can't take credit for that. It's a made in Japan instrument from the 80s, of course it does. So what happens next? What should I do with this guitar? Should I keep it or should I sell it to fund my next project? Modern guitars and buying parts get really expensive really fast. So let me know what you think. If you like this video and you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do so is by subscribing and sharing this video. I'm trying to reach the astronomical number of 1,000 subscribers. Wow! Again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.